this early. It's 5:40 in the morning, you guys. Good morning. Welcome to Day in the Life, Day in the Week. Good morning. Raw and real. Whew. Okay, we are on the way to the gym. My voice is still cracky. That's awkward. Yeah, so lately, as in this whole year, I've been struggling with getting up early for various reasons. I think, one is because we've been in and out of different colds. My son started daycare this year, about three and a half months ago now, and we just all went through these cycles of upper respiratory colds. And so it was like, having to recoup and stuff like that. And the other part was just like, I don't want to get up early because I crave getting good sleep. And yeah, so the getting up early piece has been tough, but I am going to commit to it more and more. So this week, my intention is to go at least 3 times. Anyways, not to make this all about working out, but I am on my way to F45, which some of you guys may know the chain. That's a whole nother story. But there's a whole big, huge agenda today after that, which is fun. So I wanted this to be a day in the life with a day in the week type feel, because there's so much that goes on in a week, and a day is just kind of boring and not enough. So on the docket today's a Monday that I'm filming this, because Mondays are typically they have the most action. So on the agenda we have a client delivery meeting with the team, and I'll introduce them when we get there. And then we have a sales team meeting, and both of these meetings are good and interesting. Of course they're good, but they're interesting because they're both kind of like, okay, what's the status of clients? How can we improve our systems? A whole bunch of stuff that we discuss, concerns, comments that we have, and the game plan for onboarding clients, and just making the journey a good experience for the clients. And then we have a sales team meeting, which, is kind of self-explanatory, but our sales team right now is technically 4, including me, because sometimes I do take sales calls. So we have an appointment setter and 2 amazing sales closers and myself. And so this is just to have a huddle about, hey, what prospects are in the queue, who do we need to follow up with, marketing game plan, marketing ideas, and stuff like that. So those are Monday mornings, and that's it. I mean, I had to bang out this workout early so that it could just be done, and I can go about the rest of my day knowing that the body has been in movement and the calories have been burned. And then another thing we have today is a client vision building call. And those vision building calls we do in our higher ticket, or I don't want to say higher ticket, but our boutique high touch coaching and done for you service program. So our programs are hybrid, so they're very much so a coaching program, but also we do the hard parts for our clients, right? And so at the beginning of those programs, we have a vision building call, and we sit down with the client and we understand their vision, their goals, their biggest dreams on what their YouTube channel will provide for them ultimately. And we figure out how to reverse engineer all that to make it happen, but also establish the purpose and pillars of the channel. So that is what we're doing for one client today. Excuse me. It's exciting because he's been a client already, And he's bringing over a second channel to us to do this for, and that's really exciting. So yeah, always love that. And then after that I will pick up my baby boy from daycare. My husband takes him in the morning, and I pick him up right around lunchtime and give him some loving, and then put him down for a nap. Okay, well, let's just get into it, because this feels ranty already, and yeah. All right, so now I'm all glammed up, ready to continue this day in the life and day in the week. Or wait, week in the life and day of the life. I just wanted to say, like, that's what a typical Monday morning looks like. Other mornings, it varies. It could be on a sales call, another team meeting with a client. So it's not anything like super, I mean, as you know, online business owner, that's our culture nowadays, our virtual meetings. Okay, so rush back here from the gym, grab my coffee, and we're going to start the meeting. Let me just move this a little bit here. So yeah, we're gonna start. We're gonna join the Google Meets. Yeah, speaking of Medellin, one of my dreams is to have a team retreat.
Ooh, amazing.
So my thoughts are to have a team retreat / event.
Singapore?
No, not in Medellin. All right, so client updates. Let's talk about Lisa and Steven. So we're talking to Steven today. Basically, he wants to bring he's brought his podcast channel to us. All right, guys. Happy Monday. So excited to see you. Christian, we're twinsies today.
Yeah, we are.
I want to go the Facebook ads route again and start fresh, brand new campaigns from scratch. New video ads, new messaging. So far we have 11 new customers, which is exciting. And so I definitely expect there to be a handful more by tomorrow.
Hey, Marissa, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right. I'm great. I'm just getting to the house, so I'm trying to let my little dog go use the restroom and get in here with y'all.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right.
As you want to go with it.
All right. Well, I was introduced to podcasting. I did not originally had that as a radar thing I wanted to do, but I always wanted to do one with some of my team members. But I was, of course, I'm a part of the morning.
I like how you mentioned about, they at the moment they don't have to have a certain threshold of, financial success.
Is that going to be tips for something? Is that going to be like a big story? Like, we don't know, but it would be very beneficial, especially again with that structure. Like, what is the audience member going to get out of clicking on that? Are they going to get those lessons? Are they going to get those tips? Are they going to get whatever it is?
One thing though that I weave in every day, no matter what, is spiritual connection and meditation. So every year, our family, we write down our intentions, right? So these, we wrote down our 2024 intentions, and we literally write this down on the same type of scroll paper. This is my mom's paper that she buys, and all of us write down our intentions. And so one of my intentions that I wanted to highlight was that I wanted to meditate this year 365 times. So I've hit that goal every day. I've meditated every day, minus maybe 3 days. And when that did happen, the next day I made up for it and meditated at least twice. And so one thing that I've tried this year that I've never done before is silent meditation. That was tough. The first few times I'm like, ooh, it feels very uncomfortable. But it's, for me, been great. And
much more meaningful than a guided, because you can set the intention during the meditation, and it's been really, really impactful for me. But yeah, I write this. Okay, so I have this whiteboard. I'm gonna film this on my phone. So I have this whiteboard in my room right there where I write down that. On the left, you can find it in the Think and Grow Rich book, but it's like the mantra affirmation you read to yourself on suggestion and how much you want to make. And then I also have in the middle there, like, you know, it says be the love, allow it to flow, detachment equals magnetic. So just like higher vibration notes and reminders that I keep present every single day. So that's right by the door. So every night and morning I read the money affirmation and make sure I set the intention every single day to be the soil, lead with love. And you're like, what? That doesn't matter. That's a whole nother topic. But, you know, hopefully that's helpful. It's kind of like a vision board, sort of, but more like a high vibration board where if I do these things, I will vibrate high and keep peace throughout my day. So what I'm going to do is transfer these intentions to that whiteboard. And so I have things on here like, you know, grow brokerage account to 6 figures, be present AF for my son, meditation, drop 4% body fat, pay off student loan debt. I've been putting that off since COVID. Who here has been putting their student loan debt off since COVID? I have $6,000 to go and I'm just like, I don't want to pay it. All right, so moving on. This particular event happened quite a little bit ago, but I wanted to highlight because it was a local event here in Ventura County where I live. One of my really good friends from high school, Christina Brophy, she is a badass and she does a lot of things. She does events for the LA Kings and other NBA teams, but she also is passionate about connecting business owner women, CEOs, entrepreneurs, local businesses. And there was an event she hosted with her brand called Elite. So Elite Social, I think it's called. And this event was local, like right in my city. And I called her because I had seen on her Instagram, like, you know, Ventura. I was like, wait, are you having an event tonight? She's like, yeah. Matter of fact, do you want to speak? We just had a spot open up. I'm like, yes. Like, I've been wanting to be a speaker. That's one piece of the puzzle where, not puzzle, but part of my career where I haven't focused on. And so I was like, yes, I'd absolutely love to. Today is International Women's Day here at this Elite event. It is so at the DJ over there. All these amazing, beautiful business women. And my boo, my hubby. So I went and I'm like, what am I going to, it was Women's Month. And that particular day was International Women's Day. And I'm like, what am I going to talk about? She's like, talk about women and talk about YouTube tips. I'm like, okay. So the whole theme of my speech, which I'll show a clip, was about self-love and YouTube. You're like, what? But I'll show you in these clips. We got to the event. It was really beautiful. There's like a red carpet entrance with a nice background. There's lots of amazing, beautiful women there. And it was just a great, great environment. So check out a little bit of the event and my speech. The first thing the topic I wanted to mention tonight was a lot of what us women in here are familiar with, and that is masculinity and operating very deeply in our masculinity. And we have a lot of it. I'm sure a lot of you can relate, and masculinity looking like being competitive, right? The clients, how many clients can we get? The vanity metrics, the followers, the views, comparing ourselves, you know, hitting those revenue milestones, having to prove ourselves constantly, being overly reactive and trying to be in control. It's not our fault that we were programmed this way. It was just kind of ingrained from us ever since kindergarten, elementary school, just having all of that competitive edge. And I didn't realize until I was 32, like, what the hell even feminine energy was, right? And I believe that remedy for operating too much in the toxic masculinity is self-love. And for a long time, I thought that self-love was, eating chocolates in a bubble bath and getting petty manicures, which, it's self-care, right? And keep doing that if you're doing that. But what self-love is true self-love is making the choice to build a life that you don't regularly need to escape from. Self-love really is finding fulfillment and joy in every step in the process of our journey, and knowing that everything is happening in your power within its divine right order. I guess my mission is to empower those who are creating content to incorporate self-love. And the way you're doing that is finding a system, establishing boundaries, being able to outsource other tasks that are very, very important and critical to moving the content creation process and business forward, but they don't need to be run by you. They can be delegated, and know that you can trust other people on your team with that responsibility. And so, that's all I have to say is incorporate self-love every day and more of it. So thank you so much. And another thing that happened recently that was a huge thing throughout the entire couple of weeks was the promotion we had of the launch of our brand new low ticket offer, aka pocket product, tripwire, whatever you want to call it. So that for us is subscribers to sales systems. And this was a fun launch because it was the first time we've ever incorporated upsells in the product. So we had subscribers to sales systems at the $47 price point, and for the grand opening it was $32.90, so it was a 30% discount. And for when I launch a product into the world, I typically call it like grand opening sale or something along the lines of that, right? And I had my YouTube editors, who are incredible editors and graphic designers, they helped me put together the promo assets, so social media carousels, and they put together an awesome reel. My channel manager and also YouTube head success coach, Dawn, she helped me with programming the stuff on the YouTube channel. And then I had another team member help me with email promoting, programming the emails. So it was the hardest thing about this whole launch was that we were moving our systems, right? We were moving away from Kartra. My whole business is based off Kartra. We want to cut that out, and we're wanting to move it now to everything to WordPress. And so the hardest part about this launch was making sure everything was set up correctly on WordPress. And so with WordPress, there's plugins, right? There's plugins that add different features to the website. So with Cart Flows, this is the plugin that helps you create checkout pages, connect them to the sales pages, and do the amazing upsells, cross-sells, downsells. And it was really cool. One of the things I did was I made 5 YouTube videos that pushed traffic to the product. And it was really fun because we didn't have a ton of traffic for this promo. And I knew that just right now, my audience is just down. Like, I've lost a lot of audience. My email list has downsized, and it's really kind of like building my business again from scratch, which I love. Start from zero, like I'll start from zero all day. And so it was really fun to put this promo together. And the great part about it is now that it's launched, we have data, we have customers, they're able to now enjoy the product and implement, Asana with their YouTube channel. So that's really cool. The other thing that was going on during that week of prepping for the promo was a trip that we did me and my family. We went to Northern California for a week. That was fun. Also crazy because we picked up and go, so I couldn't just take off work because normally I have to plan for that if I want to be out of the office. So I was working, we were traveling, seeing friends, seeing family. It was so much fun. We went to San Jose, we went to Vallejo. You're feeling me, you're like, Vallejo, what? One of my really good friends lives there. We went from there to the Davis, Sacramento area. My little sister, she goes to UC Davis, and she had a fashion show. It was really fun. So it was amazing to travel during the week. And although it wasn't a complete week off, it was fun to be able to explore, go to places in my state that I've never been before, see friends. That was the most special part, seeing friends and family. And it was just a really good time. So that's one of the things I love about this business and being online and remote, is that if you want to pick up and go and work from wherever you want at any given day, you have the freedom to do that, right? And still take client calls, still, operate things, as long as you have the strong systems and team to help you out. And then one of the other unique things that happened last week was one of our clients, her name is Lisa. She is a model scout and she has a history. She was a fashion model for years. And so she came on board in our Subscribers to Sales Ascend program, where we revamped her channel, did the YouTube branding, helped her get reposition her niche with the purpose and the pillars, etc. And she was still having a little bit of trouble filming and we couldn't quite figure it out. And so what she told me at the end of the program was like, hey, I really need a YouTube studio. And I'm like, I just need someone. And she said, I need someone to come to my house, set up my studio and put it all together and teach me how it works. I'm like, we could do that. So my husband and I went to her house. It was really fun. We told her exactly what equipment to use and what to buy. And we went over there and assembled it all for her. It was like a 2-day build. We went one day, then we had to go back the next. I'll show a couple clips of that.
So today we are going to a client's house. Her name is Lisa. Excited. And this is actually day 2 of the project, because we went last week to set up the studio. But there was a few things missing that didn't arrive on time, and so we're going back today to finish setting up the studio, get the lighting in place, get all the equipment hooked up. And so the other goal of this is to set up, so she's gonna have a hybrid channel where she has YouTube videos and also podcast style episodes on the channel. And so we're setting up the systems for that. The systems meaning the podcast hosting platform, the podcast recording platform, and making sure she knows how to operate all of it, and also setting up her Asana, good old Asana, so that the project management could be clean between her YouTube editor and also her channel manager, who will be also managing the distribution of the podcast episodes on the platform. So it's gonna be a fun project. It already is a fun project that we started. So we'll be showing the before and after, and yeah, just talking about how it went. So stay tuned. So here's the studio, about halfway, more than halfway done. And so now you automatically have all the subtasks for them ready to go down here.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's everything they need to do.
So then after we got done, it was really cool because she now has her YouTube studio in place, her workflows, her podcast channel, or her podcasting, hosting, and recording software in place. And now she's able to, during her busy week, she's able to pump out these YouTube videos and get content onto the channel to build that brand, drive more traffic to her courses, etc. So, by the way, if you're interested in this, I guess if you're in California, my husband and I can come to your house. But if you're interested in working with us in the Subscribers to Sales Ascend program, this is our coaching program, hybrid with Done For You. So, it's a coaching, but also we do the heavy lifting for you. Go ahead and check out more information in the description. It is for serious applicants only, because you team up with myself and my entire team. We go all in, right? And what we do is we implement a internal YouTube team. We train them. And the idea is it will help you supercharge your growth your revenue, get more sales to your coaching programs, etc. So that's the whole, essence and purpose of that program. Just a note on the diversity in my work day, my work week. When you have the strong systems in place, when you have the processes defined, when you have a team that's able to come on board and they know how to support you, then the freedom that you'll have as a business owner gets exponential, right? You're able to really hone in on your main job, which is being the vision holder, right? And knowing what the vision is, where the company is going, also having time to improve your client experiences, your products, redoing curriculum, etc., etc. So I guess that's what I really hope you enjoyed this week in the life, day in the life. And if you've liked this video and you've made it this far, thank you so much. Heart. Definitely check out the video that's coming up next right here, and we will see you there.